And good morning. Welcome to today's races presented by Fidelity First here at Laurel Park. We're live by the historic Laurel Park paddock. I'm Stanton Salter. Our odds maker Keith Fustel back today. We have your morning lines back in print today. So good to have that back. Good to have you back. And we had nobody hit the picks the big one yesterday. They put over 53,000 new money into it yesterday, and the 6 out of 6 payout, sharing it with multiple winners, paid over 5,100. So if you had that yesterday, congratulations, and another big carryover for you today, over 134,000.
Yeah, I got a couple strangers in there and made it tough, but a really lucrative payout for those of you that did have the 6 of 6. You know, nobody hit the single, but 134,000 we're targeting this afternoon.
And congratulations to Damon Dildavico. He had a 2-win day yesterday here at Laurel Park. So good stuff there. Weston Hamilton, he had a big day for the Hamiltons yesterday. Weston, the bug boy, he won 3, and Pops, he won 2 as well. So 5 wins for the Hamiltons yesterday.
And a product of Ellery, the Ellery Training Center, who put on a great day of racing again, the Ellery Trials. Great Southern hospitality down there. And, you might see some other riders sneak up from out of there. They've got a couple. Had a young girl rider, Rebecca Campbell, get the job done in the Ellery Cup for Greg Smith, and saw a couple 2-year-olds that were live from Travis Durr, so we'll keep an eye on those down the road.
All right, always good to catch an Ellery winner, an Ellery winner from down there sneaking up here at a good price. All right, let's get right to it. Let's show you the track conditions and the weather and everything. We'll have a fast track today. I think the inside, the outside, speed, closers, all doing well. A perfect, fair playing fast track today.
You've got to like that kind of surface. Yeah, they've done a great job. Very consistent over the last several weeks. 42 and sunny. Track is fast. And this pick 6, not real easy. I can tell you that. Could it all come down to a single in the last? A lot of guys probably going to be leaning on the maiden in the last race. What do we got this?
Good luck with her getting 6 furlongs. I got a better shot getting 6 furlongs than she does.
I'm telling you.
I like out of juice. Just keep coming out of juice for the Hall of Famer in the last.
And I heard yesterday, I didn't get a chance to watch the race, but a little buzz. Jason Egan had a firster run real big. So
big win for that
filly. Back and check that one out.
Got in trouble. Good one, Honey.
Yeah, okay.
Great Notion filly, I believe. Got in trouble, overcame trouble, and found room on the inside, and a big win. Yeah, good-looking win there.
All right.
That was a tough maiden special weight. We have a nice maiden special weight today. That's race 5. Let's get right to it here.
Right.
And did we show you the weather? We showed the weather and everything. All right, let's get right to it here. Race 1's going to kick off your early pick 5. Both pick 5s here at Laurel Park. Your industry low, 12% takeout. It's a mandatory payout here on the early pick 5 starting in race 1. We're going 7 furlongs, claiming 7,500, 4 and up. Haven't won a race since September 25th, and a couple scratches in here. Scratched a 1 nigh and scratched a 5 Magritte. That was my top pick initially, Magritte. That horse is scratched, so I go with the other Kieran McGee horse in here, the 4 Serban. First off the claim for Kieran, a good second at this level back in February on a sloppy track. Gets back to a fast track today. Serban, a 2-time winner here at Laurel Park. Get your leading rider, Vargas, aboard. Vargas and McGee, a solid 26% together here at Laurel.
I think this horse will handle the stretch out the extra furlong. It's shown a little bit more speed since being dropped from 16,000 down to the nickel. It's worked its way back up. Kieran and Kelly and the rest of the gang there in the McGee barn do a great job with these old veteran hard hitters. The 9-year-old now, Serban. I think he'll have a target in El Grillo, the 3. I think that the best option for him might be to go ahead and go. Pimentel gets along with him very well on the front end, but I think Serban can kind of just force the issue. It was used a little bit hard last time, Stan, trying to keep pace with Hey Willie, who may be even a little bit quicker than the likes of El Grillo. I think Serban can kind of keep the 3 close, go ahead and edge clearing it. If there's anybody coming, maybe the 2 Dodge Private Label or the 7 Day Strike from the back of the pack.
All right, so we both have Serban on top. El Grillo, big win last Friday here at Laurel Park, running back pretty quick, but Pimentel stays aboard. This horse likes 7 furlongs, likes it here at Laurel Park. A perfect 2 for 2 here at Laurel Park, the 3 El Grillo.
Yeah, it certainly faces a little bit tougher. That was a softer group last time out. It's going to be used a little bit harder earlier. But as we said, Pimentel gets along well with this horse on the front. Just the 2 horse a question mark. Dodge Private Label plummeting, continues to plummet. Claim drops again. So I don't really know what to do. I think this horse should get an okay setup. It just hasn't shown that finishing punch that they've shown in the past. Will this drop in class kind of pick his head up? And you've got the 7 Day Strike.
Coming off a long
Damon
layoff.
Dilladavico, though, the guy's red hot.
Yeah, Barn had a 2-win day yesterday, day strike. A 6-year-old son of Smart strike. 0 for 9 here at Laurel Park, but has finished second 4 times. Been working well here at Laurel Park. A nice work from the gate last Sunday, half mile from the gate, 48-4. So that's a strong move. You get a veteran rider, Walter Yagas, to take the call. Should get a nice strip from the outside. Might show a little speed in here.
Yeah, should. It is fresh. Talking to Damon a little bit earlier, he said I'd like to have this horse a couple lengths off the pace. Hopefully, a duel develops on the front end between the 3 El Grillo and the 4 Sorbonne. But day strike, tall task after a long time off.
Sure. All right, so 7,500 claimers kick off the early pick 5. Let's take a look here at the second race to kick off the early pick 4. You like the early pick 4 today. We're going 2 turns here in race 2, maiden 40 for 3-year-olds. Let's take a look at your ticket, see how you play.
And it's not an easy sequence, Stan. I trimmed it down to $24. Race 5, I think, is absolutely wide open. I don't think the Voss horse is a slam dunk. So I'm going to spread there, go 6 deep in the 5th. We're going to get started. The 2 and the 4, the horses that are stretching out to the mile and a 16th. The 2 Crecelli and the 4 just warming up in race 2. Race 3, the 6 and the 7. I just want to win. Beautiful maiden turning back in distance. The 4 in the 4th race, the 5 and the 7 cooking up a storm at 7. 10 Hut gets back to his favorite track, and there we go. Spreading in the last 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hope the 1 doesn't jump up and beat me for a live. I guess you can, if you can afford the all button, go ahead and do it. I'm thinking turf down the road for the 1.
All right, that's a nice maiden special weight there in race 5. Saratoga Bob's going to be a popular favorite coming out of that Captain Scotty race. You get Toledo aboard, so that's one of our features of the day. Race 5, a maiden special weight. Let's take a look here at the second race. Maiden 40, straight 3-year-olds, a mile and a 16th. I think the 1 Platinum Pound is well seasoned to break through and break the maiden today. A 3-year-old son of Not for Love. Good second at this level 2 starts ago, going a mile back in January, 3rd back in February against maiden special weight, going a mile. Toledo will get a nice ground-saving trip from the inside. This will be the first time this horse is going 2 turns. I think he'll like the 2 turns better than that 1 turn, 1 mile distance here at Laurel Park. Platinum Pound, I think, just well seasoned here. Has a good bottom underneath him to get the distance today.
And that's the thing. You're looking at this race, the 1 Platinum Pound and the 3 Yes Means No. Yes Means No's actually been the 2-turn distance, but man, they both look like they might have a little bit of sucker, and I'm going to try for a little bit better price with the 4 just warming up. I've been chasing this horse out of the Judy Di Natale barn. I like the way this horse leveled off and finished last time out at the 5.5 tall test, stretching back out. But maybe the 2 or the 4 can kind of get early position, make that, move 3/8 pole to the quarter pole, can kind of knockout punch the rest of this field. Because a lot of these are they chase and really just don't finish. I'll take a shot with the 4 just warming up. Maybe this was a target all along, stretching out. You see that work back in February at Pimlico Stand.
Yeah, coming
the mile work.
Coming out of the Align the Numbers race, that horse came back to win. I've liked this horse all along, too. By Great Notions, the Great Notions, they can run on anything. This horse should like to stretch out today. The way he's been closing in his sprints, he should appreciate 2 turns today. So we both like the 4. We both like the 3 as well. Yes Means No. Just didn't like the sloppy track last out. I think you can draw a line through that race. He gets back to a fast track today, and he gets back to a preferred distance.
Yeah, Rail, huge field last time out, February the 11th on that sloppy sealed racetrack. Didn't really run a lick. But like I say, he's had dead aim in a couple of these other races at short prices and hasn't really kind of gotten over the top. Crecelli did have plenty of trouble, had excuse March 4th behind Align the Numbers. I think this horse is going to be okay stretching out with Stevie.
Bad Angle Burke, the 5, first off the claim for Linda Albert, 3-year-old son of Frisian Fire. This horse also stretching out for the first time. Gets the hot bug boy Weston Hamilton, gets in at 115 for the weight. This horse by Frisian Fire for Linda Albert, first off the claim, might like to stretch out. And we'll get a decent price with the hot bug boy aboard.
And against some key horses, in and with him, came back to win. Nico Breen TJ, Align the Numbers, showed okay running, debut. Could this be the speed of the speed? Could Weston just go on the attack and go right to the front? That might be the best option for Bad Angle Burke, and you got to be encouraged stepping this horse up off the claim.
All right, let's take a look here. Race 3 is the big race of the day to kick off the 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. I know it starts normally in race 4, but only an 8-race card today, so Pick 6 time starts in race 3. Don't sleep on it. Don't get shut out. Start getting your tickets ready now. There's the carryover, second biggest Pick 6 carryover in the country today, $134,182. I have a ticket. Let's take a look. The Pick 6 or 6 out of 6 yesterday, even though you didn't have the jackpot, paid over $5,100. Here's my ticket, $57.60 play. I can't figure race 3 out. It's a tough filly mare, 7,500 starter, going 6 furlongs. So I'm going to hit the all button using all 6 runners here in race 3. Then I'm going to go 4 deep there in race 4, using the 3, 5, 6, 7, the 5, cooking up a storm. My top pick there in race 4. The 5, I like the favorite there. The 5, Saratoga Bob with Toledo aboard for Katie Vall. Saratoga Bob beaten by Captain Scotty last out, who came back to run a 99 buyer out there on the West Coast. But I'll also use the first-time starter Cyclo Bomb, who attracts Vargas to take the call for Chucky Lawrence, the 3-year-old by Into Mischief. The Dam Offsprings made over $435,000 for the 6 Cyclo Bomb. At Lasix and debut, some nice work. So go 5, 6 there in race 5. I'm going to key on a 6-1 shot here for my man Scott Lake, number 10 Delta Outlaw, because I didn't want to key on a maiden horse, so I'm keying on this horse that just won last out, a 6-year-old son of Tisnow. Nice win here at Laurel Park last out. I think he'll love the 7 furlongs today. First off the claim for Scott Lake, the 10 Delta Outlaw in race 6. Then race 7, I like the 5 on top. My best bet of the day, the 5 Princess Palomar. Russell aboard for Ionati, but Vargas ends up on the 4 Prevailing Party, who's just kind of a closer, likes the mile distance. The 4 Prevailing Party I think will be tough. Then I'll go 3 deep there in race 8. Miss Piccadilly will be 3 in front at the 8th pole, but can't get 6 furlongs. I like the 3 Out of Juice to come running late, or some other closer, maybe part of the Dorothy Wharton entry, the 1 or the 1A. There's my pick 6 ticket.
If she gets the distance, she might come looking for you.
She might come looking for me. Well, she'll be the heavy favorite.
Yeah, she's going to be awfully short.
And she does catch a soft group, so today could be the day, but we'll see. We'll get to that race.
What you think of the sequence? Not easy.
No, that's fine. I'm taking a shot with my man Scott Lake at 6-1 first off the claim with Delta Outlaw. I couldn't figure this race out. Race 3, I hit the all button here in race 3 to kick off this pick 6. We're going 6 furlongs here in the 3rd. 7,500 starter allowance for filly and mares 4 and up. Scratch to 3. Porte Sherry, and another scratch as well. Yeah, the 8 Lemon Lover. So the 3 and the 8 are out of race 3. We have a video spotlight to show you of the 7 Beautiful Maiden, who just ran here last Sunday at Laurel Park. But here's the race back in January. A good win going 6 furlongs.
Yeah, and this was a key. This is a good $15,000 race. Christina Persona, Flatter Mizania might have been dropping in class, and this is kind of where it all maybe started, showing she really liked Laurel Park. A good grinding run from Beautiful Maiden. Reels in Christus Persona in the last 70 yards and goes on by. I don't know what happened last time out. Just threw in a real clunker in that starter. Maybe she really isn't a route horse. I don't know. But turning back in distance, I think reunited with Chappie is a good thing for the 7 Beautiful Maiden. Going to have some targets, some speed, definitely inside. No more excuses. Journey on the Move. Blue Hen Madness is awfully quick as well. I think this horse turning back, hopefully they haven't done a whole lot with her. She's fresh, kind of into the bit and ready to kind of make a run from the quarter pole home.
Well, I hit the all button, so I'll take the 7 Beautiful Maiden at 9-2. You have the 6 on top. I just want to win. 10-1 morning line. First off the claim for Kieran. We get Edwin Gonzalez. I just want to win. A 7-time winner here at Laurel Park and a 5-time winner at the distance. So I'll take the 6. I just want to win as well here.
Yeah, I mean, here's a barn. Once again, we talked about Kieran and Kelly. These older horses, even the older fillies and mares, they do great work with. And I know, she's a couple of these horses that had her number recently, but she's run well enough in the past to get over and get past this group, and I think she's going to get the right kind of setup today on a track that she really likes.
All right, so big price on the 6. I just want to win. I have the 1 on top. No more excuses. Speed from the inside. Louis Garcia probably going to go right to the front on this 6-year-old mare for Lacey Gaudet. This filly has good form here at Laurel Park. I hope she doesn't have to take too much pressure from the Claudio horse right to her outside, who also has early speed and might might appreciate getting back on a fast track. The 10 Journey on a Move. Claudio had a nice price winner yesterday. First off the claim, paid a nice price, and that shook up the pick 6 yesterday. He could shake up the pick 6 here in the first leg with the 2 Journey on the Move.
Yeah, I mean, she's quick. I don't know, No More Excuses is awfully fast, and she doesn't mind a little bit of a fight, but she ran awfully hard. You look at her last 3 of her 4 races, heads apart all the way around the track. She wins one of them, just runs second twice, the other time kind of against the grain a little bit and spit it a little bit sooner against much tougher than that 2 other than. I just think she just might just take too much heat. The 6 for a long distance softens up the 1 a little bit. Man, if Claudia can get this filly or this mare to win here today and go on with it, yeah, I'm going to try to beat her, the 2 Journey on the Move.
I hit the all button here. You get Vargas on the 4, Forest Pike at 6-1. The horse didn't like the off going the last 2 races, but the last time on a fast track, a very good third here at Laurel Park against Nickel Starter Company that day. You get Vargas aboard the 4, Forest Pike at a nice price. So I hit the all button here in race 3, hoping for a nice price winner to kick me off in the pick 6. They put almost 54,000 new money into it yesterday, and even though nobody had the jackpot, the 6 out of 6 winners, they all got 5,100 at least. So nice score yesterday in the pick 6. Jump back in today. Let's take a look at race 4. Race 4 will kick off the late pick 5. No carryover. Actually, we kick off the rolling super high 5 here as well in race 4. That does have a carryover. 7,400 and a buck in that rolling super high 5 with that low 15% takeout. So that super high 5 action with the carryover starts in race 4. We also kick off the late pick 5 here in the 4th race with that industry low 12% takeout. We're going a flat mile here, claiming 11,004 and up. We have a video spotlight on my top pick here. Let's take a look at the 5, Cooking Up a Storm. Here's the win from March 3rd here at Laurel Park, if we have it. Going a mile. This horse is a dead closer. He's a 7-time winner here at Laurel Park, and he likes this. So he likes this 1 turn, 1 mile. He's a 2-time winner at this distance. Here's the win from March 3rd.
Yes, and had a little help up front. Gary, Banner Bill going at it at a pretty good clip, 24 and change, 48. But Cooking Up a Storm, here's the key. Really, he's never been this close, this soon. I mean, he's usually 8-10 out of it turning for home. Maybe an indicator of this guy, at the ripe old age of 8, he's still razor sharp. Yeah. Jerry Brooks, another guy, does great work with the older runners, and he just surges past, goes clear at the 8th pole to go ahead, wide and open up 2, and dig in, and really held firmly, clear the rest. I don't think this is a real step up when you break it down and compare to the rest of these fields. Cooking Up a Storm. If he can get him in striking distance again, he's going to be right there. That was a strong race.
I like him.
out of the 8-year-old.
I like him. I have the 5 on top. Jerry Brooks with a nice win yesterday. Shecor galloped yesterday, got claim. They made a bunch of money off that claim. So the 5 Cooking Up a Storm in good form. You have the 7 on top here, Tin Hut, who loves it here at Laurel Park, a 6-time winner here at Laurel, 3 for 5 at the distance, and just maybe didn't like Parks those last couple races, but this horse certainly likes it here at Laurel Park, and a Jerry Robb barn and Xavier Perez going well right now.
And that's the key, Stan. He's run consistently faster than the rest of these horses at Laurel Park. I'm going to forgive the 2. Was working forwardly after a little bit of a break heading into those Parks races and just kind of, I'm going to say, didn't like the track. Aggressive move in for the tag today. Well positioned from the outside. Really not a whole lot of speed signed up. I think Ten Hut's going to be forward. Xavier's going to have this horse into the race early and often. He'll stay around a long ways.
All right, I used the 6. I came to party into my exacta here. First off the claim for Lacey Gaudette. She's 38%, a nice big positive ROI. I came to party, likes this 1 mile distance, even though it had speed and fade last out going 7 furlongs. That was for 15,000. Lacey waits the 30 days. They drop in for 11 here. It's the cheapest this horse has run in a long time. The 6, I came to party.
Yeah, that certainly looks like the strategy. His speed could be to his advantage against this field, and really just faded just ever so slightly. Little drop off the claim, maybe a little bit scary, but she's done awfully well over the last couple of years with her claims.
All right, let's get a quick commercial break here. When we come back, a nice maiden special weight, one of our features of the day in race 5 to kick off the late pick 4. Let's get a quick break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back today. The race is presented by Fidelity First. Going to be a beautiful Sunday. A little chilly, a little crisp air, a little crisp spring air here in Laurel, Maryland. But well, they're calling for something a little bit later on. But I think we'll get the live card in here. A nice big pick six carryover. We can smell Sunday brunch cooking up there in the Garden Terrace. Let's take a look here. Race 5, one of our features of the day. A maiden special weight going 6 furlongs for 3-year-olds and upward. We kick off to late pick 4 here in race 5, and we're gonna have a popular favorite here. You used the horse in your exact. I pick him on top. The 5 Saratoga Bob, a homebred for Manfuso and Voss. Voss trains this 4-year-old son of Frisian Fire. Toledo will ride a good-looking debut back in December here at Laurel against maiden special weight. The horse went off about 6-1. A good second behind Captain Scotty. Captain Scotty would come back to win out there and at Santa Anita, right? Got a 99 buyer and came back and was 4th in a Grade 1. So Saratoga Bob coming out of a strong race, freshened since that race in December. Maybe a little question mark there. What happened? What happened after the good debut?
Right.
But it's been working well here at Laurel. 3 nice works this month here in March. Toledo will ride. I'll go with the 5 Captain Scotty on top, but he does catch a tough field with a bunch of well-bred first-time starters.
And that's what I'm concerned about. Is there going to be another Captain Scotty in this group?
Right.
We don't know. I don't know if there's anybody going to be running any 99s anytime soon, like he did. But there's a couple of well-bred firsters in this race. The 6 Cyclobomb really intrigues me. We caught Chucky Lawrence, Matthew Scarrow horse firster a couple weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. Right. That horse took a lot of play. We thought it would. It did. It got in some trouble and still got up. I think Cyclobomb, this horse might come right back. I like the breeding by Into the Mischief. Hits it with about 13 to 14% with the first-time starters, and a long, long line of steady works, and 9 winning siblings in the family is key for me. I like Cyclobomb with the Lasix on in debut.
Yeah, you mentioned that the dam's been a solid producer. Her offspring's made over 435,000, and some nice works up there at Fair Hill, including a couple bullet 5 furlong works coming into this race. And the horse must be doing something right in the morning for Vargas to take the call here for Chucky Lawrence. Chucky Lawrence, good trainer, does a nice job up there at Fair Hill. He might have a nice runner here. So he gets Lasix in debut. So 5-6 for me, 6-5 for you. Let's take a look at some others. Let's take a look at all of them here. The 2 Major Hype, who I use in my top 3, a first-timer for Grand Motion, 4-year-old son of Sydney's Candy. The mare, Miss Euphoria, she was 0 for 3. The second dam was 3 for 7 going long on the turf, made 70,000. Motion trained the dam and the second dam, so he knows this family well. This guy has a full older sibling that hasn't run yet, so that's a little bit of a knock against the mare. Like I said, the mare was 0 for 3, so not too much to go by pedigree-wise by Sydney's Candy, so that's a live sire. Some okay works up there at Fair Hill. You get Fergal Lynch, and they do well together.
I got a little stat here for Motion. Not a real big sample at all, but over the last 2 years, 4-year-olds and up, first-time starters on the dirt at Laurel, Stan. It's 3 for 5.
This is for Motion, guys, but we're not on Jerry Robb yet.
That's just a stat. We don't have that one yet, but that is a stat for Motion with an ROI of over $4. But, so this horse, I think, certainly been very patient. We saw Sagamore patient with the firster the other day, Stan. That absolutely ran off the screen, first start at 4. This could be the same case with the 2 Major Hype. And we've got a little stat here. Great, guys. We've got a stat for the 4, Seattle Rick. Here's the owner-trainer combo I'd mentioned the other day. Riser and Rob combo, 4 for 16 with firsters on the dirt over the past 5 years with a positive ROI. Horse by Street Boss out of a mare that was 2 for 11 lifetime, made 66,000, had a lot of speed, actually ran 3rd in a stake in debut. I think might have been a tri-state up at Charlestown. So Seattle Rick is live with Lasix on and getting the X-Man.
All right, let's take a look at the 1 Takayon for Kelly Rubley, 3-year-old by Brilliant Speed. The dam was pretty good. She was 4 for 18, made over 100,000 going long on the turf. This horse has an older sibling that's 2 for 11, made 46,000. Some nice works up there at Fair Hill. Forest Boys will ride Lasix in debut. A tough inside post, though, for this first-time starter from the 1 hole.
Yeah, and usually her horses don't take much play first time out. She had one win, I think it was Generous Jack, but that horse was bet. So tab the toad is what I would say. And looking at the mare was 4 for 15 on the turf. I'm kind of guessing turf, but certainly well bred and could jump up. I would tab the toad because the one time she did win with one of these firsters on the dirt, took a ton of play.
All right, and Brittany Trimble has a first-time starter in here. The 3 Always well-bred, Peter Blum, homebred here. This horse by a fleet, Alex. The dam didn't run. However, this guy's got a full brother. By a fleet, Alex. A full brother has made over 400,000. Another sibling has made almost 100,000. So some nice pedigree here for the 3 Always. We caught up with trainer Brittany Trimble the other morning, talking about her first-time starter by a fleet, Alex, here in race 5 this afternoon.
Always is awesome. He's very consistent. He has, I mean, every week he just does what we ask of him, and we're just excited to have him in the entry box. I think he's a horse that we could develop, and I think he'll run good on Sunday. But you know, the future's more of the goal with a horse like that. So hopefully, you know, he seems like he has some natural speed, and hopefully we can get the job done Sunday, or at least have a good go, and you know, move on from there.
All right, so they're high on the horse, but you know, it might just be a first go, looking for things down the road here for the 3 Always. Yeah. But you do get Sheldon Russell, and we'll see what happens.
No doubt, she seemed definitely like the horse had talent.
Right,
it's there. You look at a fleet, Alex, Touch Gold in the breeding. We know those horses. We've seen them around these parts, haven't we? Jeez.
We've talked about every horse in the race, but Claudio Gonzalez is horse on the outside.
First time Claudio.
Yeah, first time Claudio. Super Causeway with the Bug Boy. Carlos Carrasco, this horse ran okay at Charlestown, ran okay at Presque Isle. Didn't run well here at Laurel back in June, but now in the Claudio barn, we'll see what happens.
He beat the old Lewisfield by 6. I don't know if he would beat the new Lewisfield, but yeah, on the go back in the summer. But yeah, you leave him out of your multi-race gimmicks, you're nuts, right?
Yeah,
the guy's just, I mean, he's turned into one of the greatest claiming trainers I've ever seen, to be honest with you. I mean, I've never seen some of these improvements are, I mean, tremendous.
Yep, he's having a good weekend this weekend as well. All right, so race 5, an Ice Maiden special weight. Let's take a look here at the 6th race, going 7 furlong, 16,000 starter allowance company here in race 6, and I key on my man Scott Lake, the 10. You like this horse as well. Delta Outlaw, a strong win last out here at Laurel Park. That was against 16,000. 3 Life Company going 6 furlongs. Rallied from off the pace that day after hopping at the start. Now well spotted here, finds a nice cozy 4 Life starter allowance condition, going 7 furlongs. Carol Cedeno should get a nice trouble-free trip coming from behind on the outside here with the 6-year-old son of Tisnow, who's in good form right now for Scott Lake.
Reaching in, grabbing off of Jacobson, maybe be able to squeeze, you know, a race or 2 out of him. We'll see. Scott had the greatest luck with claims between like the $10,000 and $16,000 level. When I went back and looked at it over the last couple of years, it was like 3 for 30. It was a staggering number. But Delta Outlaw, the way he did it, you know, last time out breaking in the air a little bit, made a strong move inside, shifted out, and really rolled by nicely, reading between the lines with the longer footnote that Bill wrote. Visually strong was Delta Outlaw. Has some questionable speed types in front. Should get good position. I think Ice on the Severn is strong in here. I know the 11 Magician's Calendar is jumping in condition, but has run well at the 7 furlong distance to pass. Drops down a little bit in class, gets some relief of bullet work for this. It's a good move here for Trum, but I just, you know, maybe just couldn't find the right kind of race. Jumps a little bit in here, but has faced the right kind. Twin Valor, Eastern Bay allowance types. They're as good or better than some of these.
Even though I key on the 10 and you like the 10, but we both like the 2. Ice on the Severn, who's just dead game and been very consistent and great form right now for Annette Eubanks. J.D. Acosta will ride. This horse has just enough early speed to be in a good stalking position early on. A 3-time winner here at Laurel Park. Be the first time going 7 furlongs for the 2. Ice on the Severn. Might be right up his alley.
Yeah, really like the improvement, and just a little bit of a fade last time. This little extra distance shouldn't be pose too much of a problem. Just seeing the way he kind of battled and held well after good internals and making a movement. This was a horse on a definite improve and gets J.D. Acosta.
All right, so I'm keying on a 6-1 shot here. The 10 Delta Outlaw. You like the horse as well. Come on, Delta Outlaw in race 6. Let's take a look here at race 7. 2 other than allowance feature of the day to kick off the late daily double. We're going a flat mile. Filly Mare is 4 and up, and even I made the 5 Princess Palomar my best bet on the tip sheet. I didn't key on this filly, though, this 5-year-old mare by Malibu Moon. I didn't key on her. Right. I think the 4 Prevailing Party is going to be running late with Vargas. Prevailing Party likes the distance, likes it here at Laurel Park. But Princess Palomar has liked it here at Laurel since coming from Charlestown. A good second 2 starts ago. Nice win last out. That was against Starter Allowance Company. A big step up here. First start in the Tom Iannotti barn. The horse has been working well over there at Pimlico. You get Sheldon Russell aboard. This horse will have a forwardly placed trip. Might go right to the front here, the 5.
Yeah, I mean, her last 2 numbers, 73, that probably would do it. That'll probably win this race when you really shake it all out. Not the strongest 2 other than I do like Prevailing Party. I think this one turn might be a little bit better. Last time trying one turn on the dirt was 7 furlongs, but that was a speed day. Speed just carried. You go back to the mile race, good enough. November 24th when breaking the maiden.
Yeah.
I think this horse is going to get into position with Vargas and wear down the other ones. Miss Nosy, awfully big last time out, was one of these horses we haven't seen make those big moves and sustain. Almost did it last time on March 18th. That was a good indicator coming back quickly for Claudio. I think she's around a long way. A question mark course is the one, Frosty Margarita, going to be a shorter price for Rudy Rodriguez, and Torres is there. Had a legitimate excuse back in December too. Made a big move before flattening after being in tight at the break. Awfully fast race. She comes out of the winter round at 96 and then came back and ran, I think, 3rd in the stakes. But she doesn't have this field over a barrel in any stretch of the imagination.
No, I don't think so either. Yeah, she did have trouble in that trip back in December when she was the beaten favorite at this level. She hasn't run too well since then in those restricted New York stakes up there in New York. We'll see. She catches a short field here. I use her we both use her in the top 3. Torres will give her a good ride, but we both like the 5 and the 4. How about the 2, Miss Nosy for Claudio? This filly, 5-year-old mare by Louis Couture, has been running those starter allowance races against some tough customers. Star 80, Mother Ginger, an upset winner last Sunday here at Laurel. The 2 could show up here for Claudio and Gomez aboard.
Yeah, back quickly. Got the staggers a little, to be honest with you, late, and rightly so. As you say, the jock tried to make a big wide run from the half-mile pole to midway on the turn, was able to clear, just held, lugged in, got a little tired late. Turning back to the mile distance, the one turn, she fits. Did that race take too much out of her, though? That's
right.
The key.
All right, so 4 or 5 for me there in race 7 on my pick 6 ticket. Race 8. All right, here we go. Maiden 10, filly mares 3 and up, going 6 furlongs. I might be knocking this filly right into the winner's circle. But the 4, Miss Piccadilly, you pick her on top. She'll be a popular favorite here. She gets a good journeyman rider, Carlos Quinones, who's given her a good trip the last couple times. I root for my man Donovan Houghton. He does a nice job here at Laurel Park. But you look at this filly, 6 furlong races, and she just puts on the brakes every time. Look at the race two back on a sealed muddy track. She was 3.5 in front and just couldn't get to 6 furlongs and got beat a whisker last out when she was 3 in front going 5.5. So I root for the connections here. Strong outfit, so she'll be the favorite. She'll be in front, but I think the Hall of Famer and the 4-year-old filly Out of Juice just might be coming late with Rosario Montanez, and I'll see if Out of Juice can get up for me at 8-1 here in the finale.
Lifetime best in last, 3rd off of a little bit of a layoff. Had trouble 2 races back. You see the short comment. Check going into the turn against Miss Piccadilly. Miss Piccadilly has one thing a lot of these horses don't have, though. Ones on her page. I mean, she's at least seen the lead in a race. You're right, Stan.
Group.
But yeah, in no way is she a single. I think she might stagger home in front against this field. But yeah, I also fear the 3, Out of Juice, Vinny Gorgeous, and even the 7, Pretty is New Money. Red Ruckus could be another one you could throw in. Did take a little bit of play. Carl Duran, small sample, but a positive ROI. Second time out.
A suspect group, but we'll have a nice big handle on this race. They love the maiden 10s, the maiden 16s. They get a big handle around here. Our bread and butter, along with the beaten nickels and the open nickels, my favorite conditions around here. So wide open condition there in race 8. All eyes on Laurel Park today with that big monster rainbow pick 6 carryover, second biggest pick 6 carryover in the country. There it is, $134,182. Starts in race 3 today. Don't sleep on it. Starts in race 3. Here comes our man Gene Gilhooly. He's in time for the pick 6. Starts in race 3 today, Gene. Don't sleep on it. You can see my ticket on the laurelpark.com website. Next Saturday is going to be a big day in horse racing. Next Saturday, we're going to open up at 8:30 next Saturday. Next Saturday, we open up at 8:30 for the Dubai World Cup.
Wow, ready. Big day of racing. Get tied on. Always an interesting show, to say the least, out there. They really, really love the horse racing. So be here bright and early for the Dubai World Cup.
Yeah, the first race we'll take from Dubai is their race 3, and that'll start at 8:50. Also next Saturday, the ExpressBet.com Florida Derby, and I like the Fountain of Youth winner in the Florida Derby next Saturday. The Dale Roman Shackelford Colt promises fulfilled. Had a nice workout, I believe, yesterday or the day before.
Okay, I'll have to get polished up on that. Take a little bit closer look, and we'll have something for you next week.
All right, Dave Robin, he's coming up next with today's scratches and changes. Good luck.
Good luck.